Hello everybody, this is Turgaya here to talk to you about weekly vendor rules for weapons for the week of April 18th through the 25th. As always, thank you for your support. Every bit helps, Guardians. Here's where to find me around the net. You know what to do with that information. So let's get right into it. This week, I want to do something a little bit different than normal. Last week, I tried to cover lots of the roles and ended up with a very long video. This week, I'm just going to cover the weapons I might buy. Let's begin with the Crucible, an Archite 9940. The main weapon I'd recommend here, well, actually, the only weapon this week, is the B29 Party Favor. This is a pulse rifle in the same archetype as the PDX-45 and the Hawksaw. This has a great perk set with the Reflex Sight, Outlaw, Perfect Balance, and Rangefinder, which is how I would recommend running it for most Guardians. If you want to use this as a little bit more passive of a weapon, where you're staying further back and providing fire support, you might want to go with Take a Knee. But generally speaking, I'm just going to run this straight across the top. Moving on, let's check out the Vanguard Quartermaster and Roni 5530.
Opening transaction.
The main weapons this week from Roni are going to be the teacup Tempest. This is a sidearm, and I just love the name. I love saying, I kill that guy with a teacup. This thing has some pretty strong rolls on it, but it's not a strong archetype. This has both of the good aim assist sights. It has Outlaw, it has hand loaded, and reactive reload. It also has high caliber rounds. I would run with your preference of true sight or sure shot, Outlaw, high cal, and reactive reload. Again, this isn't the most ideal archetype for this weapon class, but this is fun. Moving on for the Vanguard, we have the machine gun, the Bone Crusher, or the Bone Crusher. Always makes me think of Rocky 3. All right, this one is another one with great rolls, pretty versatile. Probably I'd end up running with CQP Ballistics because I don't want to take the stability hit from smooth ballistics. You have a good choice here. You can go with either Spray and Play or Feeding Frenzy, depending on what kind of enemies you're up against. Braced frame or rifled barrel. I probably would go with rifled barrel for the range boost because you have 2 reload speed boosters in the first column, and counterbalance, which is going to give you some extra stability back. Moving on to FWC.
We can always use new members.
It seems like every week the Wormwood rolls in, not only being the best archetype of sidearm, but having a really strong perk set. This week, we have the True Sight, which is an excellent sight. We have high caliber rounds, fitted stock, and reactive reload. So continuing the streak, the Wormwood is an excellent choice. Pick one up if you don't have one yet. Moving on, I'd like to give an honorable mention to the Wounded. I wouldn't buy it because, you know, at this point in the game, we probably all have much better scout rifles. But if you don't, this doesn't have the best scopes on it. As a matter of fact, I don't think it has any of the scopes I like. But with high caliber rounds, Outlaw, and crowd control, it should be a strong PvE weapon against ads. Alternatively, if you don't like pulling the trigger all the time, you can use full auto and basically have a really high impact auto rifle that's really ammo efficient. And moving on finally to Dead Orbit.
Oh, it's the children I can't bear to think of.
Very positive people over here at Dead Orbit. There are 2 weapons over here that are worth taking a look at. The Extremophile 011 auto rifle. Again, this is a Monte Carlo or Abyss Defiant archetype of auto rifle. No good scopes, but it does have high caliber rounds in the first column and perfect balance and counterbalance, so this should be a really consistent, hard-hitting weapon. If you don't like high caliber rounds, or if you think you're really going to be using it for self-defense in close quarters, you have the option of hipfire. So I'd pick it up if you're looking for something in this archetype, but it's not the best example that we've seen. Moving on, we have probably the highlight of the week from the vendors, which is the Unto Dust 00. This launcher has the same perk set combination that can be used to good effect against Axis. The deal here is that this perk, Cluster Bomb, allows you to hit all of the critical spots of Axis at once, letting you get a lot of damage in. It's worth adding one of these to your inventory if you don't already have one, but early testing indicates that the launcher from the Vault of Glass, the Hezin Vengeance, is more consistent in its damage, and Dark Drinker is really close in running. It's more consistent and it lets you kill captains quickly, plus it's more ammo efficient. Still, I would add one of these to your inventory if you don't have one. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helped some of you. Please tell your fellow Guardians. Spreading the word is the best way to support the channel. Comments also help immensely, even if you just comment to say you're supporting the channel. Please subscribe and like to help encourage me to make more. Thanks again, and I'll see you Starside Guardians.